and heliospheric laboratory. It is actually it is actually global oscillations at low frequencies. See, I bet you didn't know that, did you? You'll never need it again. And the word of the game we know and love, of course, probably came from the Scots word gowf, which actually means, I looked up in my Scots dialect dictionary today, and G-O-U-F-F means to strike, hit or cuff, which first appeared in print, I can tell you ladies, in the Scottish Statute of 1457, when James I banned golf as he was worried that his subjects were spending too much time playing it and not enough time practicing their archery. You know, amazing what you find out on the internet. And why he was a bit concerned about our southern neighbours. He thought they were about to invade and that we would need all our archery skills. So it was banned until 1502, when James IV signed the Treaty of Glasgow, because I'm telling you things you know already, haven't I? Treaty of Glasgow, which ended the war between England and Scotland. I never knew that. And uneasy peace was restored and golfing restarted. And Mary Queen of Scots is also reputedly to have played golf in 1567 at Musselburgh. And also that they think that she perhaps invented the word caddy, or the word for caddy, when she came from France, because in France at that time, military cadets, or cadets, were used to carry golf clubs for royalty at the time. Though of course, I was just thinking, she ultimately committed the cardinal sin of all golfers. She just couldn't keep her head steady. Terrible. Dreadful, wasn't it? Sorry. Anyway, and talking of France, sorry, I'll stop soon. I'm talking of France, I'll let you get back to Christine. You know, when you start off with kind of the boy parts in operas, and then you kind of move from the kind of the young heroines, and then you kind of go onto the kind of slightly sexier roles like Delilah or Carmen, you know, in the opera of the same name. L'amour est un oiseau rebelle que nul ne peut apprivoiser. Et c'est bien en vain qu'on l'appelle celui qu'on vient de refuser. Rien n'y fait, menace ou prière. L'un parle bien, l'autre se tait. C'est l'autre que je préfère. Il n'a rien dit, mais il me plaît. And then you graduate through kind of gypsy characters until you get to my age. Having passed through the servant, confidant roles, you end up as mother, auntie, a granny, a nurse. And more often than not, what I tend to do these days is a brothel keeper. That's the thing about opera, it's wonderful in that respect. One night you're a prostitute and the next night you're a nun. There's really nowhere else you can get instant conversion like that. And one of the roles that I've done possibly more than anybody else in the world, one time I'd done it more than anybody else in the world, is Mother Goose, who's the brothel keeper in Stravinsky's opera, The Rake's Progress. All she sings is 41 notes. It's a wonderful role. I like small roles, and then you can get away early and get to the pub. And I sang it all over the world, and one time I was singing it at Glynhill, and it was the second scene of the opera, and I did my part, got all dressed up, did my part, got all dressed down, took everything off, drove to Gatwick Airport, got on a flight, came to Glasgow, got picked up, got home, and I was back in my bed in Straven before they'd even finished down at Glynhill. Great. But anyway, I certainly wouldn't bother getting married again now. I've got pets. They're loyal friends, much less trouble, and serve the same purpose as a husband, I feel. I've got a dog that growls in the morning, a parrot that swears every afternoon, and a cat that comes home in the middle of the night. And the old age is creeping on now, you know. I don't mind that I can now go on a saga holiday and play in the seniors mixed open foursomes. Saga, of course, you know, means sex annually, generally August. That struck a chord, didn't it? You know you're old if you have to tie up your shoelaces. You look for something else to do while you're down there. You get into a heated argument about pension plans, but there are benefits. You know, you can invite all your friends round for a party, and the neighbours don't even notice. Your secrets are safe with your friends because they can't remember them either. And the really good thing that I found is that I can take my bra off and all the wrinkles get pulled out of my face. Actually, yes, it's all right, I won't show you. Actually, not a pretty thought. Actually, I read recently that there's more money being spent on breast implants and Viagra than on Alzheimer's research. This is just diabolical. Which means that by 2040, there should be a large elderly population with marvellous equipment and absolutely no idea what to do. Yes, it's useful that I now just sing short roles, small roles, as I kind of started forgetting things, you know. I mean, my memory was never that great. The true story that I always tell at functions like this, or I tell anybody actually, I used to work regularly for Scottish Opera in the days when they used to employ Scottish singers. In fact, in the days when they had a full-time opera company, you know, anyway. One of my friends, I was at a memorial service for a girl I'd known at Scottish Opera a few years ago down in London, and I'd met loads of people. You know what it's like, people you haven't seen for 10 years, 12 years, and you go, hello, and they go, hello, and you go, where are you now? What are you doing? You know, you try and kind of get a bit of, you know, find out who they might have been, or who they might have been. And at the end of this, service, I was coming down. I'd met a whole lot of people before the service because I'd been 5 minutes. So I'd been round everybody, and I was coming out of the church at the end, and this man stopped me and went, "Hello," and I went, "Hello," and he said, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I said, "No, you've got me there." I thought, this is it, I'm not even going to try. "Who are you?" And he said, "I was married to you for 7 years." Diameter. It's placed on a ball 8,000 miles in diameter, and the object is to hit the small one, not the large one. Yes, and I was just thinking, Renfrewshire Ladies County Golf Association came into being 40 years after the very first ladies' club started in St Andrews in 1867, and 16 years after the Ladies Golf Union was founded in 1893. In fact, in 1850, kind of interesting fact, there were 50 golf clubs in the UK in 1850. By 1900, 50 years later, there was over 2,300 golf clubs. And obviously, at the beginning of the 20th century, it just mushroomed, you know, when all these, because Straven had their centenary last year. It's a great game, isn't it? And it's lucky, and I will try and get my handicap down and see if I can get into the, just raise my game a little. And how lucky we are that you know, that it is golf that brings us all here tonight for such a wonderful evening. Back when this association first began, the early ladies then, I'm sure, were really golfing suffragettes. First votes for women were still 9 years in the future in 1918 when this association started. And they fought hard for recognition, and possibly they might still be a little bit disappointed that some attitudes to lady golfers haven't changed that much in some quarters. But of course the game is greater than any of the individuals, and I trust and believe that the Renfrewshire Ladies County Golf Association goes from strength to strength for the next 100 years and beyond. And remember, ladies, the best shots in golf are always your practice shots and seeded putts. We'll probably never master the rest. I give you the Renfrewshire Ladies County Golf Association, the next 100 years and beyond. RLCGA. The future.